What's the difference between making a Sparkleball out of 9-ounce solo cups and wavy crystal clear cups, 9-ounce? Same shape. Do you think it'll work? I do, but here's the difference. You don't use a staple gun, you have to use a glue gun because you can't drill through that. And a soldering iron. So it's a little more advanced. In fact, it's a lot more advanced, and I would recommend you do it outside because it's kind of toxic. I'm gonna take, not the regular Christmas lights that we normally use, but I'm gonna use the round ones. But here's what you have to do. You have to take the light bulbs out first, out of your strings, and set them aside. And I'll show you when we get to it why that's so important. And always remove the tags and the stickers. Anything that's gonna look tacky, 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 tacky tags, take them off. Another thing you'll need to do is clip all these little clips off. That's what holds the lights to the trees, I guess. These lights, they only come in green or black at Halloween. I found those. I need them to be in white, so I'm gonna have to paint my cords. Here's what I did. I plugged the holes where the light bulbs were so that I wouldn't get any paint on it. And I just used paper towel. When I made the solo cup chandelier, I was able to use a drill for my Christmas light holes. And that helped me get through a lot of cups really quickly. This time around, I had to find an alternate approach. A soldering gun. I got a little flack for doing that inside the office.
It's probably, oh man.
What?
You know that burnt black stick is toxic?
It is?
Yeah.
What do you have that drill for?
Well, I was thinking maybe you could just drill through the cup.
Hey, could you just talk to me? Grayson was insistent on the idea of drilling holes. You can't do that, it'll break it. Grayson, I told you, and I only have a limited number of these. You broke it. You get to go to Mira Mesa and buy more of them because I told you that was gonna break. Grayson left, and now I'm left to my own. I've been encouraged, none too politely, to take my work outside and finish making my holes out there. You're gonna wanna make sure that your holes are just big enough to fit that light socket in.
Mom, you've got plastic hanging from your hair. This is so bad for your health and mine.
Just like the solo cup chandelier, we're gonna set aside 3 stacks of cups, 12, 9, and 4. Now remember, you don't have the flexibility of that softer plastic, so this is really kind of different. The thing about hot glue is it does have a little bit of pliability to it, which is definitely your friend in this kind of a project. We're going to hot glue at the points where they touch. We're just gonna let that glue kind of ooze inside there in between each cup. Now you might want to put a protective surface down like I did because I don't want this on my table. And yes, I do have hot glue on my table. No staples on this one, it's hot glue. Glue your cups at the base where they touch. Go all the way around till you complete the circle. These are also the 9-ounce cups. The 9-ounce cups are the ones that are just shaped perfectly for this because of the angle that they fan out. Try it with another size cup and it will change the numbers of cups you need, and boy does it make a much bigger project. So once I get this kind of where it's all dry, I'm gonna flip it over and I'm gonna just add a touch of glue on the back side just to make sure I got it. All right, got 12 of them. I'm gonna set this aside and we're gonna get started on the next drawing. We'll let that dry. We're gonna go to 9 cups. Do the same thing, kind of get them all together, how you're gonna want them to be. Now these are gonna be even more space on this part here. This time, we're only gonna glue one side of it and then we're gonna put it on top of this one. Take the time to go in while the glue is still warm and adjust these. This So we're gonna let that dry. That was easy, huh? And it doesn't take muscle power like that stapler. It just takes a little bit of tender touch. Then we're gonna lay it on the inside, and the little bit of pliability it has is gonna allow it to go in. Laying it inside. Now, did you see that? I think that looks cool. What do you think? I hope you try this. In fact, I hope you get really creative, and I hope you don't make the mistakes I did and try too many things, but try some different ways of doing it. I know that on our DIY Wednesdays channel, we're actually doing a really cool hip sparkle ball, and it's really cool, but it's similar. You should try it. You should go look. Here, what I'm gonna do is use my clothespins to secure it, only in a few spots. So I'm gonna turn this thing upside down. Once you turn it over, it makes it so much easier to glue from the underside. Make sure that all the points of contact have a dab of glue on them so that it's really, really secure and really strong. We're gonna take one here and put it on a clothespin, and another directly across from it. Basically, you got 4 cups left, and you're gonna want these to be touching at the base. What happens is you end up pushing your cups in a little bit further than on the other ones so that there is that touching point. And look at it from behind. Now, wherever those last 4 cups touch with the others, go ahead and glue those in. Otherwise, when you let go of this thing, those 4 cups are gonna fall out. Now, here's what's also different. These you have to screw the lights into. So we're gonna go ahead and screw them on, and hopefully they're all gonna work, but we're gonna plug it in before we finish this puppy. And then I kind of curl my cord just a little bit because you end up with a whole lot of cord. Look at this. This is a finished ball. You end up with a lot of cord when you're done. So I start in the middle 4, and then I go from this ring to this ring to the outer ring. So now that I have finished this, and you can see I've got all of those in there, now I'm gonna turn it on. Let there be light. Okay, now here's the cool thing. I don't wanna hang this thing by this cord. I wanna hang it by an extension cord. I want this to come down from the ceiling. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna push this down in here, and I'm gonna actually attach this to an extension cord. And then on this side, I'm gonna attach this also to the extension cord. Oh, how beautiful. Now this all goes down in the center, and I close this puppy up. Oh my gosh, is that like not worth it? More time, more energy, more hassle, but more beautiful. Now that I've clothespinned it, I'm gonna actually glue it. And then, are you ready to see my big Mongo surprise? Okay, this is it. Ready? Becky's gone crazy. Look at this. This is amazing. In fact, this was my issue of starting with larger cups. Well, larger cups that don't go out as far, they're more like this. It takes a bazillion of them. I finish off my 50 cup sparkle ball by clothespinning the 2 halves together and hot gluing every point of contact between them. Pretty cool, huh? Now back to the crazy person's toxic ball. I'm gonna finish off the top here, then I'm gonna load it with a bazillion lights. I have to do a lot of extra gluing, I think, but hopefully this is really gonna turn out and be amazing. Oh, it's even cool from the inside, look. Ooh. So how you doing endurance-wise? While we're at it, I figured we'd finish this one off as well. So because this is gonna be so heavy, I think I need to make it touch in as many points as I can. 1, 2, 3, 4, oh my. Can you believe it? You get all the way to the end and it doesn't fit. It's gonna have a weird point to it. What happens if from the very center I hang a Christmas ball? When I started on this journey, my thought was get a bunch of different size cups and get really creative and do this different. I had no idea that the circumference of the cup was gonna make a difference in how many cups it takes to get all the way around. Oh, that's the answer. When you get to the very top, you put in 3 of the smaller size ones and then it fits. Sometimes I am brilliant. I made this thing so stinking big that I need a ladder to finish it off. We are coming down to the wire of the last 4 cups. Glue it from the back side, and then it'll be very, very strong. Okay, is it dry? Is it dry? Is it dry? It's a little warm. It's almost dry. And then look at this. I think this is really impressive. Okay, so I went rogue on the Sparkleball chandelier. You know how many cups it took me? I would love to see what you think. Leave a comment below and tell me how many cups do you think it took for me to do just half of the sphere? You want me to tell you? Well, leave your comment first. I'll tell you at the end, all right? Guess. So I'll tell you now, since you did leave a comment, right? Okay, 110 stinking cups. That's how many it took. If I'd have made an entire ball, 220 cups. That's just crazy. That's a lot of lights too. Check out the playlists we have on our other Christmas decorating videos. Playlists on how to do your Christmas tree, how to do your garlands, how to set your table, how to wrap gifts, how to clean up after Christmas, and how to make some pretty amazing things like snowflakes hanging and sparkle balls and an inverted Christmas tree chandelier. Oh, they're amazing. Oh, shoot a mile. This thing keeps falling out the back. Oh, for crying out loud, I did it again. I think I need to make it touch. I need one that holds the glue there. Be surprised, when I look at this. Subscribe.